All right, everybody. Today's video, I want to give a special thanks to Anna for sharing a link to this. I would try to find go and grab the link directly from the web browser, but they have really been messing with this device lately, and it's been acting awfully slow since the past few days. Anyway, if you all saw my last video regarding that guy, you noticed what colors he was wearing. I wanted to show you guys the rest of the other footage, so you actually be able to see what I was getting at, and why I didn't respond to him. That day that guy acted out like that, I was wearing a shirt that says "Jesus loves you." Now I've been mentioning I was going to get a shirt that says this. Here's the deal: the perps decided to use that. It's really messed up what they do. They decided to use that as leverage to try to engage and try to see if they can coax a reaction out of me. So that's basically what happened. It's one thing if you're a TI and you're not under weapons testing, which is what they're, which is their illegal activity, what they're doing. But when you are under these effects, you can't be reacting to what they're doing, because every single day they're trying to get you to respond to something that they're doing. And every time they're doing this, they also are trying to, they're trying to basically manipulate you, condition you, and brainwash you. That's the whole reason why I put that very informative video up there for TIs to see. Now, fellow TIs, you saw I didn't react to the guy. He acted out. Did I say anything to him? No. I kept on walking on, minding my business, right? You got to have that kind of mindset. Don't even think about what they're doing. Don't, because that's what they want you to do. Now, I wanted other people who weren't aware, who are not TIs, to see that video as well. Here's the thing. When it comes to gathering up groups, trying to basically tear down these mask mandates, I'm all for it. But you need to be aware that they have people like that you just saw in that last video I uploaded, that will basically act as if they're all with you, but in reality they're just they're just controlled opposition. You must be careful about those people, because they will do whatever they can to destroy and everything that you worked so hard and dearly for. Do not let them do that. Saying being aware of them is more, finding them is easier said than done, I'm sure. But usually when you're amongst the communists, you will be able to recognize their behavior. The point is just to be aware of it. Chances are they'll do something to give themselves away at some point in time. But I wanted to just show this video to you all right here, because I had actually called this out a long while ago. I've been said that these people that are working for these corrupt organizations, they're these people who are just being paid off, they're idiots. And I've been knew that they were gonna, the people who hired them were gonna eventually turn on them. It's already happening, as you see with the the LAPD toss antifa girls in the street. Now, if you look back, you'll see some videos that show the looters who are part of Antifa, by the way, were seemed to be on good terms with the cops. Cops weren't saying shit. There have been several footage on Twitter, being caught, shaking hands, high fiving, the cops cheering them on as they're literally stealing stuff. You probably haven't seen that footage. I have though, but I had to, as you all know, I've mentioned the strikes, so I had to back off for a bit due to that. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop telling the truth for how it is. No, of course not. It gets a lot worse than that. These people have been doing a lot of messed up stuff. A lot of you were aware of during the 4th of July, there was a lot of it sounded like illegal fireworks being set off. Not the types that you would basically hear going off any kind of just not it doesn't sound like nothing that was store bought. This sounds like something that sounds like the type of firecrackers that they have during the events, which is not legally purchasable by individuals in the store. You can't buy these because only it's like too close to actual sticks of dynamite. That's how bad this is. But anyway, China, as you all know, China was actually, well, some of you may not know this. China was actually caught, smuggling firearms. If you haven't noticed, if you hadn't known about that, I suggest you look into that. This is what I was getting at, how it's getting more and more dangerous how it's going to be more and more dangerous within the city. But I wasn't joking. The people who hire these individuals to do the stuff that they do, they're going to turn on them. Same thing with the gang stalkers. They're going to turn on them. But the problem with the gang stalkers, though, is that these are people who are already mind manipulated and mind controlled. And I say this for a good reason. And this is because of the stuff I witnessed. I don't believe nobody would willingly just poison themselves like that, the way that I seen it. People, I told them my channel's name. I put the ingredient list on the channel so people could see it. Did they stop poisoning themselves? No, they still do it. They still do it. At that point, I was convinced those people are long since been gone. They are gone, man. Maybe there's some hope to basically shut this stuff down. I don't know. But I do know that they are way too far gone. I don't know what kind of resistance us TIs have to this weaponry. I don't know. But maybe it actually is. Maybe it's the Most High's protection, keeping all of us safe. Not just TIs, but other people as well. I feel like I'm just coming across different things, that I used to be ignorant of, but now I'm starting to wake up more and more the more I keep finding out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video for you all.
Their job? No way. I don't believe it. LAPD officers fed up with violent protesters in downtown Los Angeles tossed BLM Antifa girls like a rag doll. Whoa, look at this. What is going on here? What am I looking at? Is this like big girl like flying in the air? Wait a minute. Do we have a video on this? This girl is huge. What is going on here? Is she flying around? Look at this. She's like Superman. This cop is just chucking this girl? All right. Well, did I get that? Look at this. This is kind of weird. Like, she's a big girl and she's like freaking 2 feet off the ground. What's going on here? It looks like LAPD officers had enough of the violence. An angry mob gathered outside City Hall in downtown Los Angeles Saturday evening to demand justice. Police officers confronted a female protester standing in the middle of the street when a man rushed out of nowhere and tackled an officer, knocking him to the ground. Officers immediately rushed in with batons to subdue the man who assaulted the officer. Enter Antifa girls. A few females tried to attack the police officers, and they ended up getting tossed like rag dolls. Ooh, KTLA is the local news. Violent clashes broke out among police and demonstrators in downtown Los Angeles amid protests at City Hall and the Federal Building. Ooh, you guys ready for this one? We got a Twitter video. So we got a bunch of big girls fighting this Soros war. Just a bunch of freaking hefty girls. this is crazy. They just got these big girls spun up. They just got these big girls all spun up. Breaking news. Frickin' A. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The cops aren't doing anything. If I rolled up to the cops like this, I'd get my ass kicked. The cops are just basically like shoving them back. Look at this moron girl right here. What a moron you are. I mean, I'm sorry, but what's wrong with these people, man? I would never go up to some sort of active scene like this and just start pushing officers and things like this. And they don't do anything to these dumb girls. Yeah, this guy just takes a shot at her. That's pretty good. Watch. Wait, hold on. Where is it? This tortilla girl. Jeez. So we got freaking... I mean, this is just incredible what I'm watching here. You notice this cop taking her to the freaking... Look at this guy running in. I just don't believe what I'm seeing here. So we have girls just going out and fighting with the police? Come on. The police can't handle this crap? They're fighting big girls. They're fighting freaking big girls here. What's going on with these women? What is wrong with you? Unbelievable. So the cops basically pushed these freaking hefty girls to the side. They didn't do anything really. And this other guy came in flying. Oh, man. Oh, man. I just wanted to show you that video. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All
right. So that's the end of that video. Again, when it comes to this kind of situation, everybody, make sure you get either a can of mace, a taser, firearms, some type of protection, because these people are getting to the point where they're just going to attack anybody. In regards to the situation now, as far as my targeting, from what I can basically tell you, I can't. You see, here's the deal. I'm in the middle of deprogramming myself from this BS that they're doing. So I can't just, this is hence why I didn't do narration on that video that I uploaded. This is also why, I don't always make videos showing my face. Why? Well, they got the facial recognition data out there. You also know, did you notice that basically you can read a person's emotions through facial recognition? Yeah. Just by seeing a person's face, you could basically tell, what type of mood they're in, and it's so much more. I did show my face on some way older videos, but I stopped doing that, and it's getting to a point where like I'm starting to realize, you really can't go on there. It sucks. It does. Trust me, it does, because I get it, fellow TIs. I get it. When you on there, you want to be able to vent your frustrations out. You want to be able to connect with other people who are going through the same thing as you do. But at the same time, giving certain information in the perps, when they repeatedly do the stuff that they do, that's why you're giving them that information. You're giving them the okay that, oh, well, this works, so let's go right ahead and keep doing it. You can't tip them off like that. Now, the magnets so far, and trust me, I have a whole lot more magnets left over that I could put on this helmet, but it's gonna be later on. But let me tell you something. Each time I keep adding more and more to this thing, these perps are freaking out. So that much I can tell you. If you get yourself some repulsive magnets, put it on some head shielding. They do have EMF caps that they sell, which is one of the things that I've gotten. Make sure I got myself one of those, and then I just added some extra shielding on top of that. It works like a charm. But Moo Metal definitely works well. If you're looking for any tips on shielding, you might want to just check out Robert Stanson's channel. He's got a lot of good ideas there. A lot of good shielding tips on there too. Other than that, always carry. Well, considering what we're dealing with, all these frequencies, the best tips for shielding I could give you: make sure you have shungite. Either it's a shungite pyramid, a shungite pendant, something. But you're gonna need some shungite on you, considering what's going on. You want to know what that does? You can just research it, and it'll tell you all of the what it does. So even when you look to buy it, you'll be able to see all that it does. But once you look into that, you start to realize, just how important something like that is. Man, this pendant that I've made, this thing is seriously powerful, but it's only gonna, its ability is only so powerful on the grid. But once you're off the grid, oh man, you gotta understand, this thing absorbs sun energy, right? So right now, even despite the fact that it still absorbs sun energy, I'm still amongst all of these negative EMFs and all this bad energy around this area, as well as this radiation, which is not good. If I go off grid with this thing, man, I can only imagine the power this thing is gonna have, because this thing was incredible the first time I made it. The first time I made it, even somebody else who looked at the video when I showcased it the first time I made this thing, they even said the same thing. There is a video that Anna, apparently showed me that, or she left a link to it. Apparently, it was mentioning how to make hydroxychloroquine, and then funny thing, I looked this up since I couldn't use the link because they're fucking with the device, and the mainstream media is going off saying, don't make your own hydroxychloroquine. I'm like, come on, man. It's seriously all the mainstream media. If you're telling me not to do something, and you're telling me to do something that actually, you're telling me not to do something that would actually help me, but at the same time, you're telling me to also do something that's in danger to my health, I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. No. You're working for the enemy. No. So I definitely want to give a big thanks to Anna for that. But in my situation right now, people, let me tell you something. The only reason why I even saw that comment is because of YouTube Studio. So if I don't see your comment anywhere, don't take it as me ignoring you. Just understand that they are suppressing this. They didn't just been doing this to me. They done this to T-Loke too. They done this to all kinds of targeted. Damn near every targeted individual probably has this happening to them. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, they are suppressing comments. They are suppressing information. This is just how petty they get. But one thing's for certain. Remember, the narcissist needs you, but you don't need them. This video is a prime example of what these people would do if we were not around. They would be long since extinct. Stay safe, everybody. Stay strong. And as always, both my love and prayers go out to all of you. Take care.